The ancient Sumerians, inhabitants of the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, were pioneers of civilization, credited with the invention of writing, the establishment of complex societies, and the development of sophisticated religious beliefs and rituals. Despite the wealth of knowledge we have amassed about their culture and achievements, the mysteries of the ancient Sumerians continue to intrigue and captivate us. From their mysterious cosmology and myths to their advanced architectural feats and legal systems, the Sumerians left behind a legacy that raises countless questions and invites exploration. The mystery of Enki, the creator of humans. The Sumerian civilization, flourishing in Mesopotamia over 4,000 years ago, left behind a rich tapestry of myths, legends, and religious beliefs that continue to intrigue and fascinate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Among the most mysterious figures in Sumerian mythology are the Annunaki, a group of deities believed to have played a central role in the creation and shaping of humanity. The term Anunnaki is derived from the Sumerian language and translates to those who came from the heavens, or princely offspring. According to Sumerian mythology, the Anunnaki were a group of powerful gods and goddesses who descended from the heavens to earth in order to establish dominion over the planet and its inhabitants. These divine beings were believed to possess advanced knowledge and technology far beyond that of mortals, and they were revered as the rulers and protectors of humanity. Central to the Sumerian creation myth is the tale of the god Enki, also known as Ea, and his role in the fashioning of humanity. According to Sumerian texts such as the Enuma Elish and the Atrahasis epic, Enki played a pivotal role in the creation of humanity by mixing the blood of the gods with the clay of the earth to form the first human beings. In the Atrahasis epic, Enki is depicted as a wise and benevolent deity who takes pity on humanity, which is suffering under the harsh rule of the other gods. In order to alleviate their suffering, Enki decides to create a new race of beings to serve as laborers and servants for the gods. He and his sister, the goddess Ninhursag, fashion the first humans out of clay and imbue them with the breath of life, thus giving birth to humanity. However, the creation of humanity by the Anunnaki is not without its complications. According to Sumerian stories, the gods soon grew dissatisfied with humanity's behavior and sought to punish them for their disobedience. This led to a series of conflicts and calamities, including the Great Flood, which was sent by the gods to wipe out humanity and start anew. One of the most enduring mysteries surrounding the Sumerian Anunnaki is the question of their true nature and identity. While some scholars interpret the Anunnaki as purely mythological beings, others have proposed more speculative theories, suggesting that they may have been extraterrestrial visitors or ancient astronauts who came to Earth from another planet. Proponents of the ancient astronaut theory point to various passages in Sumerian texts that describe the Anunnaki as coming from the heavens or descending from the skies. They argue that these descriptions could be interpreted as evidence of advanced beings from another world intervening in human affairs and shaping the course of civilization. Another intriguing aspect of Sumerian cosmology is the concept of genetic manipulation and engineering by the Anunnaki. According to some interpretations of Sumerian myths, the creation of humanity involved a process of genetic modification in which the DNA of the gods was combined with the genetic material of early hominids to produce Homo sapiens. Proponents of this theory point to passages in Sumerian texts that describe the Anunnaki as fashioning humans, suggesting a deliberate process of genetic manipulation. They argue that this could explain the sudden appearance of Homo sapiens on the evolutionary timeline and the apparent gaps in the fossil record. As of right now, the origin of humanity from the Sumerian Anunnaki remains a fascinating and enigmatic aspect of ancient mythology. While Sumerian texts provide valuable insights into the beliefs and cosmology of this ancient civilization, the true nature of the Anunnaki and their role in human origins remain shrouded in mystery. The mysterious seals. The ancient Sumerians, one of the earliest known civilizations in human history, left behind a rich and strange legacy that continues to intrigue scholars and enthusiasts alike. Among their most fascinating artifacts are the seals, small, intricately carved objects made of stone, clay, or metal that served a variety of purposes in Sumerian society. These seals are not only remarkable works of art, but also contain inscriptions and symbols that offer tantalizing glimpses into the religious, political, and cultural life of ancient Mesopotamia. Within numerous seals, peculiar dots and unidentified objects are often observed, raising questions and intrigue. These strange elements spark curiosity and speculation among researchers and enthusiasts, adding a layer of mystery to their creation. The origins of these carvings have been a subject of much speculation and debate, with conflicting interpretations emerging over time. Some individuals believe that these intricate carvings depict celestial bodies, such as planets, attributing a cosmic significance to them. On the other hand, an opposing viewpoint suggests that in several of the seals that have been discovered, there have been notable findings of larger objects that have sparked discussions about possible connections to unidentified artifacts from antiquity. These discoveries have stirred speculation and theories among researchers and scholars regarding the existence of unidentified objects during ancient times. Ancient records reveal that the first documented UFO sighting dates back thousands of years, challenging the common belief that UFO reports are a recent phenomenon. Both the ancient Sumerians and Egyptians documented encounters with peculiar objects in the sky, sparking interpretations that these sightings influenced the creation of their deities. It is intriguing to consider that these civilizations attributed divine origins to these celestial phenomena, viewing them as bestowers of gifts from the heavens. Some scholars speculate that the concept of gods in ancient cultures may have been shaped by these early UFO encounters, shedding light on the profound impact these sightings had on shaping belief systems and cultural practices in ancient civilizations. This historical perspective prompts us to re-evaluate our understanding of ancient civilizations and their interactions with the unexplained, fostering a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human beliefs and interpretations across different eras and civilizations. Sumerian seals were used for a variety of purposes in ancient Mesopotamia, ranging from administrative and economic functions to religious and ceremonial rituals. One of the most common uses of seals was as a means of authentication and identification, with individuals pressing their seals into wet clay or wax to seal documents, containers, and other objects. These seals typically bore the name, title, or symbol of the owner, allowing them to mark their possessions and establish ownership. In addition to their practical functions, Sumerian seals also played a crucial role in religious and ceremonial contexts. Many seals were inscribed with religious symbols, mythical creatures, and scenes from Sumerian mythology, reflecting the importance of religion in Sumerian society. These seals were often used in rituals and ceremonies to invoke the protection of the gods, ward off evil spirits, and ensure the success of various endeavors. One of the most intriguing aspects of Sumerian seals is their intricate craftsmanship and artistic detail. Sumerian artisans were skilled craftsmen, capable of creating exquisite works of art using simple tools and materials. The seals were typically carved with great precision and attention to detail, with motifs ranging from geometric patterns and floral designs to elaborate mythological scenes and divine beings. The symbolism depicted on Sumerian seals offers valuable insights into the religious beliefs and cosmology of ancient Mesopotamia. Many seals feature representations of gods, goddesses, and mythical creatures, such as the divine bull, the winged lion, and the sacred tree of life. These symbols were believed to possess magical and protective powers, serving as talismans and amulets to ward off evil and bring good fortune. Despite the wealth of information contained in Sumerian seals, much about them remains shrouded in mystery. The exact purpose and significance of many seals are still unclear, and scholars continue to debate their meanings and interpretations. Some seals feature inscriptions in the Sumerian cuneiform script, but many of these inscriptions have yet to be deciphered, leaving their messages and meanings unknown. Furthermore, the origin and production techniques of Sumerian seals are a subject of ongoing research and speculation. While some seals were made of stone or metal and carved with simple tools, others were fashioned from clay and molded using intricate techniques. The process of seal making was likely a highly specialized craft, passed down through generations of artisans and craftsmen. The mystery of Sumerian seals extends beyond their physical appearance and symbolism to their broader cultural and historical context. The seals are often found in archaeological contexts, alongside other artifacts, such as clay tablets, pottery, and sculptures, providing valuable clues about the daily life, social organization, and economic activities of ancient Sumerian society. The mysterious handbags. The civilization of ancient Sumerians stands out as one of the earliest and most significant civilizations to have existed in human history. Renowned for its notable advancements in agriculture, architecture, and art, the Sumerians made remarkable contributions that influenced subsequent civilizations. Sumerian art captivates with its portrayal of deities holding handbags or purses, an element that stands out for its enigmatic charm. This distinctive feature offers a glimpse into the beliefs and practices of the ancient civilization. These purses are frequently illustrated as being held by both male and female divine beings, and they come in a range of forms and dimensions. In various mythological depictions, these handbags symbolize not only a practical accessory, but also a significant attribute carried by both male and female gods and goddesses. In depictions, these objects are commonly portrayed as being grasped by deities, showcasing elaborate adornments and complex motifs. The sculptures frequently feature detailed craftsmanship and artistic embellishments on their surfaces. The precise importance of these handbags remains somewhat enigmatic due to the scarcity of documented information available regarding them. Scholars across various disciplines have put forth numerous theories concerning the interpretation and purpose of these entities. The concept posits that these luxurious handbags serve as representations of the influence and affluence attributed to the divine beings. In the civilization of ancient Sumer, handbags held significant symbolic value, representing status and affluence. It is conceivable that deities were illustrated carrying these handbags to underline their eminence and authority, showcasing their divine importance to the society. These handbags served as more than just functional accessories. They were potent symbols of social standing and material prosperity. Expanding on the concept, an alternate proposition suggests that these handbags symbolize the revered and confidential wisdom or esoteric teachings of the divine entities. In the religious beliefs of ancient Sumer, the concept of knowledge held a profound and revered significance, portraying it as a sacred asset of great worth. It is intriguing to consider that these enigmatic handbags might have served as tangible representations of the deity's ownership of this revered knowledge. The third perspective posits that these handbags symbolize the divine capacity of gods and goddesses to offer sustenance and support to their devotees. In the ancient civilization of Sumer in Mesopotamia, handbags served as multifunctional accessories, facilitating the transportation of vital provisions such as food and water, suggesting a practical aspect to their usage. Furthermore, it is intriguing to note that depictions of deities holding these handbags were not merely decorative, but rather symbolized their sacred duty to ensure the sustenance and well-being of their followers. Throughout history, depictions of a specific symbol have been observed across various cultures and geographical regions. The symbol has been depicted in Sumerian artwork, ancient temples in Turkey, creations by the Maori people in New Zealand, and monuments from the Olmec civilization in Central America. This symbol's widespread presence indicates its significance and enduring cultural relevance. Amongst the vast expanse it covers geographically, the handbag in question has left its mark repeatedly over the course of history, tracing back to as early as the conclusion of the Ice Age, a period shrouded in mystery and antiquity. The handbag's prevalence across diverse regions comes as no surprise, given its extensive reach. Noteworthy appearances of this artifact have been documented throughout various historical periods, showcasing its enduring presence and significance in different cultures and epochs. Researchers have delved deeply into the symbolism of the ancient handbag icon, attempting to unravel its mysterious message over an extensive period of study. The enigmatic presence of this handbag symbol in the ancient world has sparked curiosity and contemplation among scholars, leading to a comprehensive exploration of its potential meanings. The emblem has been dubbed the handbag due to its striking resemblance to a contemporary depiction of a bag. This moniker stems from the symbol's similarity to how a bag is illustrated in today's context. The symbol is commonly depicted with a curved semicircle top that resembles a handle, followed by a rectangular bottom, in many of the cases where it is observed. This characteristic design gives it a distinct appearance that is recognizable and often associated with functionality. The rounded top contributes to its ergonomic design, suggesting ease of use or handling. In-depth investigations conducted by researchers have highlighted instances where additional intricacies manifest, suggesting the presence of certain textures or patterns. Throughout history, the symbol has held significant meaning, being depicted in the hands of diverse individuals, deities, and mythical beings. This imagery not only enhances the symbolism associated with handbags, but also underscores its deep-rooted cultural and spiritual significance. The concept put forward suggests that the handbag symbolizes the universe, reflecting the vast and intricate nature of existence. Throughout a wide array of ancient civilizations, the circle emerged as a significant symbol, representing not only the spiritual realm, but also a plethora of non-material ideologies and convictions. This circular motif, prevalent in diverse cultures and regions, held profound symbolism beyond mere visual representation. In various historical contexts, the circle served as a powerful emblem embodying interconnectedness, wholeness, and eternity. In sharp contrast, these societies would employ a square as a symbolic representation to illustrate not just the physical earth, but also to symbolize tangible and well-known principles. The semicircle or curved handle of the handbag symbolizes the realm of spirituality, while the rectangular base represents the earth, suggesting a connection between the ethereal and the earthly realms. In various philosophical theories, the concept of unity symbolizes the fusion of both tangible and intangible realms, representing the interconnectedness between earthly and celestial domains. It signifies a harmonious blend of the material world, which is the earth, and the spiritual realm, which is the sky, embodying a reunion or initial integration, depending on the specific beliefs of different ancient civilizations. These handbags, while their precise significance remains somewhat ambiguous, hold a captivating and distinctive position within the realm of ancient Sumerian art. The artifacts offer a partial view into the belief systems and moral standings upheld by the ancient society, prompting significant inquiries regarding the significance of symbolism and imagery in the art of that era. Within the realm of ancient art, it is essential to acknowledge that the portrayal of handbags is not exclusive to Sumerian culture. Comparable representations of such accessories can also be observed in the artistic expressions of various other ancient civilizations throughout history. In the context of ancient Egyptian artistry, one recurring depiction is that of the goddess Isis, who is frequently illustrated with a handbag or satchel in her possession. In ancient Greek art, depictions of the goddess Athena frequently showcase her carrying a handbag or purse, believed to safeguard her treasured belongings. This representation symbolizes the importance and significance of the items contained within the accessory, reflecting the divine essence and authority attributed to Athena. The resemblances observed imply that the representation of handbags and purses might have held significant symbolism in ancient artwork across diverse cultures and regions. In the present moment, the handbags depicted in the hands of ancient Sumerian deities present a captivating and distinctive element within the art of this ancient civilization. These handbags hold significant symbolic and cultural meaning in the context of Sumerian artistry. Although their exact meaning is not fully understood, scholars have proposed several theories as to their significance, including as a symbol of power and wealth, a representation of sacred knowledge, and a symbol of the gods' and goddesses' ability to provide for their worshippers. These handbags serve as a remarkable representation of how symbolism and iconography continue to hold significant influence in the realm of art. They offer a profound insight into the deep-rooted beliefs and values of one of the ancient civilizations that have shaped the course of human history. The mystery of the Sumerian Great Flood. The Sumerian Great Flood myth is a timeless and captivating story deeply rooted in ancient Mesopotamian literature that has fascinated individuals across the globe for over 4,000 years. This epic narrative provides a window into the intricate cultural and religious fabric of the Sumerian civilization, enticing not only scholars and historians, but also enthusiasts seeking to unravel its profound mysteries. The tale of the Great Flood transcends time, offering valuable insights into the beliefs and values cherished by the ancient Sumerians, shedding light on their perceptions of nature, spirituality, and the divine. The ancient Sumerian Great Flood narrative is most notably chronicled in the ancient texts known as the Epic of Ziusudra and the Epic of Gilgamesh, which are among the oldest literary works recorded in human civilization. These epics depict a harrowing tale of a devastating deluge, orchestrated by the deities to purify the world of the moral decay and transgressions of humanity, with only a chosen few individuals and animals being spared from the cataclysmic waters. In the heart of the tale lies the figure of Ziusudra, recognized by various names like Utnapishtim or Atrahasis, depicted as a sagacious and righteous ruler who receives a forewarning of the impending cataclysm from the deity Enki, also referred to as Ea. Enki provides Ziusudra with detailed instructions to construct a massive vessel, commonly known as an ark, and to assemble a diverse range of animals to ensure their preservation during the impending flood. This ancient narrative encapsulates the essence of wisdom, divinity, and the crucial role of preservation amid catastrophic events. In the face of escalating floodwaters that submerge the land, Ziusudra and his kin seek sanctuary on the ark, braving the tempestuous deluge for a duration spanning 7 days and nights. Upon the eventual retreat of the flood, Ziusudra emerges from the vessel, expressing his thankfulness to the deities through offerings as a token of appreciation for their salvation. The Great Flood account from Sumerian mythology exhibits remarkable resemblances with flood narratives present in the ancient Near East, such as the Babylonian Epic of Gilgamesh, the Akkadian Atrahasis epic, and the biblical tale of Noah's Ark. These parallels imply a shared cultural legacy and a common oral folklore passed down among the inhabitants of ancient Mesopotamia. The convergence of these flood myths across different civilizations of the region underscores the enduring impact of this motif on the collective imagination of the ancient Near Eastern societies. The Sumerian Great Flood myth holds a profound symbolic and allegorical meaning that captivates scholars and enthusiasts alike. It delves into the depths of interpretation, where the floodwaters are not merely literal, but serve as a powerful metaphor symbolizing chaos, devastation, and regeneration. This ancient narrative transcends its literal storyline to embody the intricate dance between order and chaos, mirroring the perpetual cycle of life and the ceaseless struggle between opposing forces. The narrative of the Great Flood is a profound allegory warning against the perils of human arrogance, pride, and ethical degradation. As per the ancient Sumerian narrative, the deities unleashed the deluge as a punitive measure to rectify humanity's wrongdoing and re-establish harmony in the universe. This enduring motif of divine retribution and ethical responsibility reverberates throughout various cultures and societies over time, illustrating humanity's continuous pursuit of significance and direction amidst challenges. The tale of the Great Flood symbolizes the repercussions of overreaching pride and moral decay, demonstrating the cyclical nature of consequences for human actions. In the Sumerian mythos, the cataclysmic event signifies a universal rebalancing orchestrated by higher powers to address human transgressions and uphold cosmic order. The Sumerian Great Flood myth not only provides valuable insights into the religious beliefs and cosmology of ancient Mesopotamia, but also sheds light on their complex theology. According to Sumerian beliefs, the gods were not distant entities, but active rulers over nature's various phenomena, such as the changing seasons and celestial movements. The catastrophic flood was interpreted as a divine manifestation of justice and purification, illustrating the gods' essential role as moral judges and protectors of universal harmony. This myth showcases how the ancient Mesopotamians viewed the interconnectedness between the divine realm and the natural world, emphasizing a profound reverence for the celestial forces that shaped their existence. The ancient Sumerian Great Flood myth not only serves as a fascinating narrative, but also underscores the immense significance attributed to storytelling and the oral tradition within the ancient Mesopotamian civilization. Through the intricate web of millennia, the narrative of the catastrophic flood cascaded through time, meticulously preserved by the adept hands of Sumerian priests and scribes. They meticulously etched this saga onto clay tablets and inscriptions, not merely as religious fodder, but as a beacon of moral guidance and a repository of cultural lore. These ancient texts did not just encapsulate religious beliefs, they formed the backbone of moral compasses and cultural ethos, profoundly influencing the perspectives and values of successive Mesopotamian generations. The Sumerian Great Flood myth, beyond its religious and cultural significance, has been a captivating subject for scholars and researchers, sparking numerous interpretations, analyses, and extensive studies. Scholars delve into various disciplines such as literary analysis, comparative mythology, archaeological investigations, and geological examinations to uncover the roots, interpretations, and broader implications of this ancient flood narrative. Through their scholarly endeavors, researchers aim to unveil the enduring relevance and profound significance of the flood myth within the annals of human history. The myth's complexities have encouraged in-depth explorations, enabling a deeper understanding of its multifaceted layers and historical resonance, illustrating how it has left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of humanity. The ancient Sumerian Great Flood myth holds significant historical importance as it has deeply influenced subsequent cultures and civilizations, thereby shaping the development of flood myths and narratives not only in the ancient Near East, but also far beyond those regions. The narrative depicting the flood has been subject to adaptations, reinterpretations, and retellings by numerous diverse cultures and religions, ranging from the Babylonians and Assyrians to the Hebrews and Greeks. This enduring myth has left an enduring impact on the literary and cultural legacy of mankind, transcending time and geographical boundaries and demonstrating the universality and timeless relevance of this ancient story. These adaptations and retellings across various societies have created a rich tapestry of storytelling traditions, each contributing to the broader mosaic of human cultural heritage. The Sumerian Great Flood myth encapsulates the enduring legacy of storytelling and human creativity. It serves as a profound reflection of ancient Mesopotamian religious beliefs, cultural values, and intellectual heritage. This myth, with its intricate narrative, timeless themes, and rich symbolism, offers profound insights into the essence of this civilization. By delving into the mysterious world of Sumer, we uncover a profound understanding of the ancient tale's significance and impact. This narrative not only entertains, but also enlightens, shedding light on the timeless human quest for meaning and understanding. As we unravel the layers of this ancient civilization, we are not only transported to a bygone era, but also connect deeply with the essence of humanity's oldest and most enthralling narratives. Scientists find a mysterious Lamassu at ancient Kurzbad. In a groundbreaking find, archaeologists have recently carried out a re-excavation of a stunning Lamassu at the historic site of Kurzbad in Iraq. Lamassu, a colossal sculpture representing an Assyrian guardian spirit, is typically portrayed with a head resembling that of a human, wings reminiscent of a bird, and a body that combines attributes of a bull and a lion. This extraordinary discovery sheds light on the intricate artistry and spiritual significance of ancient Assyrian culture. The remarkable Assyrian artifact, meticulously created under the patronage of Assyrian King Sargon II in the year 721 BC, to protect the prominent city of Kurzbad, has recently been publicly displayed after a period of 30 years. This intricately designed masterpiece, which holds significant historical and cultural value, serves as a testament to the skilled craftsmanship and artistic prowess of the ancient Assyrians. The ancient winged deity, known as the Lamassu, was originally unearthed in 1992 by an Iraqi archaeological expedition near the 6th gate of Kurzbad. Unfortunately, not long after its initial discovery, the head of the Lamassu was stolen in 1995, but was fortunately retrieved and securely placed in the Iraqi museum. In order to safeguard the remaining part of the statue, the main body was carefully reburied during the tumultuous period of the Gulf War. This deliberate act of protection likely played a crucial role in preventing the Lamassu from being completely destroyed, particularly in light of the significant damage inflicted upon Kurzbad in 2015. The intentional burial of the statue's main body amid the chaos of war can be seen as a strategic effort to shield this ancient artifact from potential harm and ensure its preservation for future generations to admire and study. The General Authority for Antiquities and Heritage, in a recent press release, announced the collaboration between Iraqi and French experts, led by Professor Dr. Ahmed Fakak al-Badrani, to undertake the re-excavation of a significant historical artifact. The team, under the guidance of Dr. Laith Majid Hussein, chairman of the General Body for Archaeology and Heritage, expressed immense excitement upon making this discovery. Presently, thorough evaluations are being conducted to chart out the necessary measures for the conservation and preservation of the prominent Lamassu. This esteemed endeavour signifies a pivotal moment in the realm of archaeology and underlines the dedication of the international team towards unravelling the mysteries and preserving the heritage of this remarkable artefact for future generations. The awe-inspiring alabaster sculpture, with an astonishing weight of 19 tons and a remarkable length of around 12.5 feet, has captured global attention. Renowned French archaeologist and Middle East archaeology professor at the University of Paris the Panthéon-Sorbonne, Pascal Butterlin, expressed his astonishment at the discovery, saying that in all his years of excavation he has never encountered anything of this immense scale before. Such monumental pieces are typically only found in locations like Egypt or Cambodia. Butterlin's amazement underscores the rarity and significance of the find, shedding light on the exceptional nature of this archaeological discovery. Kurzbad, alternatively known as Dur-Sharrukin, was initially planned by Sargon II to serve as a groundbreaking capital city following his coronation. The shift in fate for this city came about after the tragic passing of Sargon II's son, Sennacherib, who decided to relocate the capital to Nineveh, consequently leaving the ambitious construction of Kurzbad sadly incomplete. The Lamassus, which originate from ancient Assyrian mythology, serve as emblematic beings typically depicted as massive statues positioned as sentinels at the entrances of significant urban centers and royal residences. These guardian spirits are commonly illustrated with a human head, bird wings, and the physique of a bull or lion. Beyond their physical representation, these protective entities held a dual role, symbolizing both spiritual significance and ornamental beauty. They were revered for their supposed capability to repel malevolent forces and safeguard the city or palace from external dangers. Apart from their metaphysical importance, the craftsmanship exhibited in Lamassu artistry reflects the advanced skills of the Assyrian artisans. The intricate details meticulously carved into these sculptures and the optical illusion of motion created by their design when observed from distinct angles highlight the unparalleled artistry and expertise of the Assyrian civilization. The recent discoveries made during the excavation serve to highlight the profound historical and cultural importance of the region. According to reports from the Iraqi State Board of Antiquities and Heritage, the ancient sculpture has endured over millennia with remarkably little deterioration. Notably, there are ongoing discussions regarding the potential reunification of the Lamassu's head, currently housed in the Iraqi Museum, with its original body. This development sheds light on the enduring legacy and resilience of these ancient artifacts, emphasizing the need for continued preservation efforts to safeguard our shared heritage for future generations to appreciate and study. This significant finding illuminates the unwavering essence of Iraq's rich cultural legacy and underscores the critical need to safeguard and commemorate these priceless historical artifacts. The Lamassu epitomizes the magnificence of ancient Assyrian artistic expression and epitomizes the timeless heritage of a civilization that still mesmerizes the global community. The discovery serves as a testament to the enduring cultural significance of Iraq and acts as a poignant reminder of the need to protect and uphold its valuable historical heritage for future generations. Why did the ancient Sumerians suddenly vanish? The ancient Sumerians, who resided in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, stand out as one of the earliest documented civilizations in the annals of human history. Their pioneering advancements paved the way for the development of urban societies, written language, and intricate social structures. Flourishing in what is commonly referred to as the cradle of civilization, the Sumerians bequeathed a diverse and enduring heritage of cultural, religious, and technological innovations that have fascinated both scholars and enthusiasts for generations. Despite their profound impact on shaping human history, the mysterious disappearance of the ancient Sumerian civilization continues to remain a perplexing mystery that has confounded historians and archaeologists for centuries. Delving deeper into the intricacies of their culture and societal dynamics opens up a realm of exploration that sheds light on the complexities and mysteries surrounding this ancient civilization. The civilization of the ancient Sumerians flourished in the region of Mesopotamia for a remarkable period spanning over 3 millennia. During this time, they excelled in constructing advanced cities, pioneering agricultural methods, and introducing the earliest form of written language known as cuneiform to the world. However, as the second millennium BCE commenced, signs of a gradual decline in the once thriving Sumerian civilization emerged. This decline eventually led to the complete disappearance of the Sumerians from historical annals. The disappearance of the ancient Sumerians is a subject of ongoing speculation and debate, with one prominent theory focusing on environmental degradation as a key factor. Mesopotamia, once a verdant and productive region, owed its fertility to the annual flooding of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which deposited nutrient-rich sediment onto the floodplains, supporting abundant agriculture. Unfortunately, a gradual decline set in due to human activities such as deforestation, excessive grazing, and unsustainable farming methods. These practices accelerated soil erosion and desertification, turning the once lush landscape into a parched desert over time. This transformation highlights the delicate balance between human civilization and the environment, underscoring the lasting impact of unsustainable practices on a thriving ecosystem. As environmental conditions worsened, the challenges faced in food production intensified, resulting in scarcities of food supplies, widespread famine, and heightened social instability. The diminishing agricultural output likely played a significant role in the downfall of the Sumerian civilization, with cities struggling to support their inhabitants and urban areas being deserted as a consequence. The adverse impacts on food security and societal harmony highlight the intricate relationship between environmental factors, agricultural sustainability, and the overall stability of a civilization. The eventual decline and disappearance of the ancient Sumerians can be attributed to a confluence of factors, with political instability and internal strife playing a pivotal role. Spanning its historical timeline, Sumer stood as a land fragmented into multiple city-states, each under the dominion of its individual sovereign, vying for supremacy and control over scarce resources. The enduring contests and conflicts among these autonomous city-states likely sapped the cohesion of Sumerian civilization, creating vulnerabilities that left it susceptible to external encroachments and invasions. During the decline of Sumer, which aligned with the ascension of neighboring empires like the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, the subjugation and absorption of Sumer by these rising powers marked a crucial turning point. The integration of Sumerian territories into the expanding imperial domains likely had a profound impact on the erosion of Sumerian culture and identity, as the indigenous population found themselves subsumed into the ruling classes of the conquerors. This process of conquest and assimilation not only reshaped the political landscape of the region, but also contributed significantly to the gradual fading of distinct Sumerian traditions and heritage. The decline of the Sumerian civilization could have been expedited by various external influences, such as incursions by foreign forces, raids by nomadic groups, and natural calamities. Mesopotamia, the region in which Sumeria thrived, faced frequent invasions and occupations by external powers over the course of its existence. Among these powers were the Elamites, Hittites, and Persians, all of whom potentially played a role in the destabilization and eventual collapse of the Sumerian social structure. The ancient Sumerian civilization encountered a multitude of adversities and dangers, such as disease outbreaks, agricultural setbacks, and societal unrest. These challenges likely contributed to the deterioration of their society and eroded its ability to withstand crises. Consequently, the vibrant world of Sumer eventually lost its prominence and succumbed to a gradual decline, with only vestiges and remnants of its once great legacy standing as a testament to its past glory. The vanishing of the ancient Sumerians has sparked numerous theories and suppositions, yet the precise reasons behind their extinction continue to fuel discussions and conjectures within the realms of historical and archaeological studies. The downfall and eventual disappearance of the Sumerian civilization are deemed to have been influenced by a multifaceted array of elements, encompassing environmental deterioration, political turmoil, external pressures, and socio-economic adversities. The disappearance of the ancient Sumerians presents a captivating puzzle that has intrigued scholars and enthusiasts for generations. Despite a plethora of theories attempting to unravel the mystery behind their vanishing, the true reason remains shrouded in uncertainty, prompting reflection on the destiny of one of humanity's earliest cultures and the valuable lessons embedded in their ascent and decline. Exploring the enigmas of ancient Mesopotamia not only offers profound insights into the intricacies of human civilization, but also underscores the vulnerabilities of societies when confronted with environmental, political, and social complexities. The enduring intrigue surrounding the fate of the Sumerians serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of civilizations and the enduring quest for understanding our shared historical heritage. The mystery of their vast knowledge of the cosmos. The cosmology of ancient Sumer, one of the earliest known civilizations in human history, remains a source of fascination and intrigue for scholars, historians, and enthusiasts alike. Situated in the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, Sumerian culture flourished over 4,000 years ago, leaving behind a rich legacy of religious beliefs, myths, and cosmological concepts that provide valuable insights into the origins of human civilization. At the heart of Sumerian cosmology was a rich pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own distinct personalities, powers, and domains. These deities were believed to govern every aspect of the natural world, from the cycles of the seasons to the movements of the stars, and were worshipped through elaborate rituals and ceremonies designed to honor and appease them. Chief among the Sumerian gods was An, the god of the heavens, who ruled over the celestial realm and presided over the other gods. An was often depicted as a majestic figure seated on a throne, holding a scepter and wearing a crown adorned with celestial symbols. He was revered as the ultimate authority in the Sumerian pantheon, overseeing the orderly functioning of the cosmos and ensuring the balance and harmony of the universe. Another prominent figure in Sumerian cosmology was Enlil, the god of the air and the earth, who was responsible for controlling the forces of nature and maintaining the fertility of the land. Enlil was believed to reside in the sacred city of Nippur, where he was worshipped as the patron deity of agriculture, fertility, and prosperity. His temples were centers of religious and economic activity, where offerings and sacrifices were made to ensure the continued blessings of the gods. In addition to these major deities, the Sumerian pantheon included a vast array of lesser gods and goddesses, each associated with specific aspects of the natural world or human society. One of the most intriguing aspects of Sumerian cosmology is its complex system of myths and legends, which provided explanations for the origins of the universe, the nature of the gods, and the role of humanity in the cosmic order. These myths were passed down through oral tradition and eventually recorded in written form on clay tablets, providing invaluable insights into the religious beliefs and cultural practices of ancient Sumer. One of the most famous Sumerian myths is the Enuma Elish, also known as the Epic of Creation, which recounts the epic battle between the gods and the forces of chaos at the dawn of time. According to the Enuma Elish, the universe was created through a series of divine struggles and triumphs, culminating in the establishment of order and the elevation of Marduk, the patron deity of Babylon, as the supreme ruler of the cosmos. Another important myth in Sumerian cosmology is the descent of Inanna, which tells the story of the goddess Inanna's journey to the underworld in search of her sister Ereshkigal. This myth explores themes of rebirth and the cyclical nature of existence, shedding light on the Sumerian conception of the afterlife and the role of the gods in mediating between the realms of the living and the dead. Despite the richness and complexity of Sumerian cosmology, many aspects of their religious beliefs and practices remain shrouded in mystery. The exact nature of their rituals, the significance of their symbols, and the meaning of their myths continue to elude scholars and historians, leaving us with tantalizing glimpses into the spiritual world of ancient Mesopotamia. We don't know why the tunnel under the Temple of the Sun was forcibly sealed with massive boulders 1,800 years ago. There are several theories that have been proposed by archaeologists and historians. One theory suggests that the tunnel may have been sealed to prevent looting or desecration of the temple by invaders or rival factions. The Temple of the Sun was one of the most important religious and ceremonial centers of the Inca Empire and was known to have been adorned with vast quantities of gold and other precious materials. As a result, the temple may have been a tempting target for those seeking to plunder its riches. Another theory proposes that the tunnel may have been sealed as part of a larger ritual or religious ceremony. The Inca were known to perform elaborate ceremonies and rituals in their temples and other sacred sites, and it is possible that the sealing of the tunnel was a symbolic act meant to convey a particular message or meaning. A third theory suggests that the tunnel may have been sealed due to a natural disaster or other catastrophic event. The region around Cusco is prone to earthquakes and other geological phenomena, and it is possible that the tunnel was sealed to prevent damage or collapse in the event of a seismic event. Despite the many theories that have been proposed, the true reason for the sealing of the tunnel under the Temple of the Sun may never be known for certain. However, the mystery and intrigue surrounding this ancient structure continue to fascinate archaeologists and historians to this day. We don't know who built Teotihuacan. It is true that the builders of Teotihuacan, one of the largest and most important ancient cities in the Americas, remain a mystery to this day. The ancient complex was a city located in the Valley of Mexico, about 30 miles northeast of modern-day Mexico City. It was built by a civilization that thrived from about 200 BCE to 650 CE and was one of the largest cities in the world at its peak, with a population estimated to have been between 100 and 200,000 people. Despite its importance and scale, very little is known about the civilization that built the archaeological complex. The people who lived there did not leave behind any written records, and there are no known references to the city in the writings of the Aztecs or other nearby civilizations. This has led to much speculation and debate among archaeologists and historians about who the builders of the complex might have been and what happened to them. Some theories suggest that the city was built by the Toltecs, while others propose that it was built by the Maya or some other group of people. One of the reasons that the builders of the complex remain a mystery is that the city was largely abandoned by the time the Aztecs arrived in the region in the 14th century. When the Aztecs discovered the ruins of the city, they believed that it was the work of the gods, and so gave it its current name, which means the place where the gods were created in the Nahuatl language. Over the years, a number of different theories have been proposed about who the builders of the complex might have been and what led to the collapse of their civilization. Some scholars have suggested that the city was destroyed by invaders or a natural disaster, while others have proposed that it was a victim of internal conflict or social unrest. Despite the many unknowns surrounding the builders of the ancient city, their legacy can still be seen and felt today in the ruins of the city. The massive pyramids, temples, and other structures that they built continue to inspire awe and wonder, and are a testament to the remarkable engineering and architectural achievements of this ancient civilization. What happened to the Aztecs? The Aztecs were a powerful and advanced civilization that dominated much of Mexico in the centuries before the arrival of European explorers. However, their civilization was devastated by a mysterious disease that swept through their population, killing an estimated 15 million people in just a few short years. The disease, which is believed to have been a form of smallpox, was brought to the Americas by European explorers and spread rapidly among the native populations, who had no natural immunity to the disease. The outbreak is thought to have begun in 1520, when Spanish explorer Hernán Cortés and his men arrived in Mexico and began interacting with the Aztecs. The symptoms of the disease were often fatal, with those affected suffering from fever and exhibiting a painful rash that covered their entire body. In some cases, the disease also caused blindness and other serious complications. Despite the devastating impact of the disease, there were some survivors, and it is believed that those who survived were able to develop immunity to the disease over time. This immunity was eventually passed down to future generations, which is why smallpox is no longer a major threat in the Americas today. The impact of the disease on the Aztec civilization was profound and long-lasting. The loss of so many people had a significant impact on the social, economic, and political structures of the civilization, and many historians believe that it contributed to the eventual downfall of the Aztec Empire. The disease also had a profound impact on the Spanish conquest of Mexico, as it weakened the Aztec forces and made it easier for the Spanish to conquer and colonize the region. This conquest had far-reaching implications for the Americas as a whole, and laid the groundwork for centuries of European domination and colonization. Despite the devastating impact of the disease, the outbreak also had some positive consequences. It is believed that the outbreak of smallpox in the Americas played a major role in the development of modern medicine, as it spurred researchers to combat the disease. As of right now, the mysterious disease that wiped out the Aztecs was a tragedy of epic proportions, one that had a profound impact on the course of history in the Americas. While we may never know the full extent of the impact of this disease on the Aztecs and their civilization, it is clear that it was a defining moment in the history of the Americas, one that continues to resonate to this day. How did they build such impressive structures? The Aztec Empire, which thrived in what is now central Mexico from the 14th to the 16th centuries, is renowned for its impressive architectural achievements. From the towering pyramids of Tenochtitlan to the intricate canals and causeways that connected the city to the mainland, the Aztecs left behind a legacy of engineering and construction that continues to inspire awe and wonder today. So how did the Aztecs build these impressive structures? What tools and techniques did they use, and how did they overcome the many challenges posed by the environment and the materials they had available to them? The answer to these questions lies in a combination of factors, including a sophisticated understanding of engineering principles, a deep respect for the natural environment, and a willingness to adapt and innovate in the face of changing circumstances. One of the key factors that allowed the Aztecs to build their impressive structures was their understanding of engineering principles, including the use of mathematics, physics, and other sciences to solve complex problems. For example, the Aztecs were skilled in the use of simple machines, such as the lever and the pulley, which allowed them to move heavy objects with relative ease. They were also skilled in the use of geometry, which they used to calculate the angles and dimensions of their structures. In addition to their knowledge of engineering principles, the Aztecs also had a deep respect for the natural environment and understood the importance of working in harmony with the materials and resources available to them. For example, the Aztecs used locally sourced materials such as volcanic stone and limestone to build their structures, and often incorporated natural features such as hills and canals into their designs. Perhaps most importantly, the Aztecs were willing to adapt and innovate in the face of changing circumstances. For example, when faced with the challenge of building a city on a lake, they developed a sophisticated system of canals and causeways that allowed them to connect the city to the mainland and transport goods and materials in and out of the city. They also developed advanced systems of agriculture and irrigation, which allowed them to feed a large population in a relatively small area. One of the most impressive architectural achievements of the Aztecs was the construction of their pyramids, which served as religious and ceremonial centers and were among the largest and most complex structures ever built in the Americas. The construction of these pyramids involved a complex process of quarrying and transporting stones, as well as the use of sophisticated engineering techniques to ensure that the structures were stable and able to withstand the forces of nature. To begin the process of building a pyramid, the Aztecs would first quarry large blocks of stone from nearby quarries, using simple tools such as chisels and hammers. These stones would then be transported to the building site using sledges or rollers, which allowed the workers to move the stones across the landscape with relative ease. Once the stones were in place, the Aztecs used a combination of mortar and rubble to build up the structure, layer by layer. They also incorporated a number of architectural features into their pyramids, such as staircases, platforms, and terraces, which allowed for easy access and provided space for religious ceremonies and other activities. Another impressive feat of Aztec engineering was the construction of their canal and irrigation systems, which allowed them to feed a large population in a relatively small area. The canals and irrigation systems were built using a combination of natural and artificial features, including rivers, lakes, and reservoirs, as well as man-made channels and aqueducts. To build these systems, the Aztecs would first identify sources of water, such as nearby rivers or springs, and then create channels to transport the water to where it was needed. The mystery of Aztlan. Aztlan is the name of the mythical homeland of the Aztecs, believed to be the place from which their people originated. The concept of Aztlan has played a significant role in Aztec mythology and identity, and continues to be an important cultural and historical reference point for modern-day descendants of the Aztec people. According to Aztec mythology, Aztlan was a place of great beauty and abundance, a land of plenty where the gods themselves walked among the people. However, over time, the Aztecs began to face a series of challenges and difficulties, including drought, famine, and war. As a result, they began to migrate in search of a new home, eventually settling in the Valley of Mexico and founding the great city of Tenochtitlan. However, the memory of Aztlan remained a powerful symbol of their cultural heritage and identity, and became an important part of Aztec mythology and folklore. The concept of Aztlan also played an important role in the Aztec political system, with rulers and nobles tracing their lineage back to the mythical homeland. This gave them a sense of legitimacy and authority, and helped to strengthen the social and political bonds within Aztec society. Over time, the memory of Aztlan continued to evolve and transform, with different groups and individuals interpreting it in different ways. Some saw it as a literal place, a lost homeland that could be rediscovered or reclaimed. Others saw it as a symbolic and metaphorical concept representing the idea of a cultural and spiritual homeland. Today, the concept of Aztlan continues to be an important cultural touchstone for modern-day descendants of the Aztec people. It is celebrated in festivals and cultural events, and has been the subject of countless artistic and literary works. In addition, there is a growing movement among some Chicano activists and scholars to reclaim Aztlan as a symbol of Chicano identity and cultural heritage. This movement, known as the Aztlan movement, seeks to assert the rights and interests of Chicano people and to promote a deeper understanding of their cultural roots and history. The concept of Aztlan remains a powerful and evocative symbol of Aztec culture and history. It continues to inspire and inform the cultural practices and traditions of modern-day descendants of the Aztec people, and has played an important role in shaping their identity and sense of place in the world. As of right now, Aztlan is the name of the mythical homeland of the Aztecs, a place of great beauty and abundance that played a significant role in Aztec mythology and identity. While the concept of Aztlan has evolved and transformed over time, it remains an important cultural touchstone for modern-day descendants of the Aztec people and continues to inspire and inform their cultural practices and traditions. Whether seen as a literal or symbolic concept, Aztlan serves as a powerful reminder of the rich and complex history and heritage of the Aztec people and of the enduring power of cultural identity and heritage. Unsolved mysteries are often fascinating because they appeal to our innate curiosity as humans. We are naturally drawn to puzzles and mysteries that challenge us to think critically and creatively and to explore the unknown. Additionally, the fact that these mysteries remain unsolved adds an element of intrigue and excitement. It leaves us with a sense of uncertainty and a desire to uncover the truth behind what happened, which can lead to discussions, debates, and speculations. The mysterious lost city of giants in Ecuador. Local legends once told of huge prehistoric cities built by giants, hidden in the remote jungles of South America. This was a time when the world was supposedly part inhabited by these giants, who in turn created huge monuments evidencing their existence. Modern-day explorers heard of these stories, and looking to find the facts behind the fiction, turned to local tribes familiar with these jungles. It turns out these tribes knew exactly what the explorers were talking about, and led them to what was now a holy site, and a place of worship to the powerful spirits of this lost city of giants. Fighting their way through dense undergrowth and thick trees in a remote part of Ecuador, the researchers were brought to a jungle clearing. There before them was a set of megalithic structures, massive prehistoric monuments built up out of enormous stones. The largest was an 80-meter by 80-meter wide pyramid, which was made out of boulders that couldn't have been less than 2 tons each. All the stones were perfectly aligned, with sharp edges and a slope built at a 60-degree angle with the look of a paved wall. These looked to be sculpted by human hands. To add further to this speculation, whilst lichen had over time grown across these monuments, the researchers discovered that beneath these slow-growing plants, the stones were held together by the thick layer of an impenetrable substance, akin to concrete, and similar to materials used in the era of construction of the Mesoamerican pyramids. And it wasn't just these giant pyramid structures discovered in this city of giants that were of most significance to the researchers. Further impressive discoveries were the things that possibly helped build these monuments in the first place. Oversized manufactured tools, which were found lying nearby and clearly centuries old. These were hammer-shaped objects, with solid stone hammerheads whose wooden handles had deteriorated over time, but with the addition of the handle, it would have been impossible for the local people of the time to use these objects in any practical way, let alone build such a precise structure to stand the test of time. For these archaeologists that found this lost city of giants, these clearly unnatural formations are the most material evidence that shows that in the past, possible giants did inhabit the earth, leaving huge cities and megalithic structures in their wake. However, debates still rages on following this discovery. Researchers looked to the Ecuadorian Ministry of Culture to help with their findings and prompt further research. Instead, the government saw this pyramid-shaped structure as a natural formation, ignoring all the other evidence. However, the team that helped bring this discovery to light believe that there are many indications that point to the truth. The colossal boulders, the intricate construction, and oversized tools are all clear signs that this was not a natural formation, but a clear sign that in the distant past, large humans walked the earth, especially in this lost city of giants. Why hasn't the Cretan linear script been translated? The Cretan linear script has not been translated for a few reasons, the most important of which is that it is a still undeciphered writing system. While there have been numerous attempts to decode the script, none of these efforts have been successful to date. One of the main challenges in deciphering Linear A is that it is an isolated script, meaning that there are no other known examples of the language or writing system for comparison. This makes it difficult to identify key features of the script, such as word boundaries or common letter combinations, which are essential for understanding the language. Another challenge is that the surviving Linear A inscriptions are relatively short and often fragmented, which limits the amount of information that can be gleaned from them. Moreover, the context in which the inscriptions were created and used is not well understood, further complicating efforts to decipher the script. Despite these challenges, there are ongoing efforts by scholars to decipher the Linear A script, and new discoveries or breakthroughs may yet reveal the secrets of this ancient writing system. Linear A is a writing system that was used by the ancient Minoan civilization on the island of Crete between approximately 1800 and 1450 BCE. It is one of the oldest known writing systems in the world and is often considered a precursor to the later Linear B writing system used by the Mycenaean Greeks. Linear A consists of several hundred signs that were inscribed on clay tablets and other objects, and was used primarily for religious and administrative purposes. The script is written from left to right and features a combination of pictograms, ideograms, and phonetic signs. Despite the large number of Linear A inscriptions that have been discovered, the language represented by the script has yet to be deciphered, and its meaning remains largely unknown. Many of the signs used in the script have been identified and categorized, but their phonetic values and the grammar of the language they represent are still uncertain. Some scholars have suggested that the writing system may have been a precursor to the later Linear B script, which was used by the Mycenaean Greeks and has been deciphered as an early form of Greek. However, the relationship between the two writing systems remains a subject of ongoing debate and study. Overall, the linear script remains an important and intriguing example of early writing systems, and continued research and study may yet lead to a better understanding of the language and culture of the ancient Minoans. The ancient Minoan language was a non-Indo-European language spoken on the island of Crete during the Bronze Age, between approximately 2600 and 1100 BCE. The Minoan civilization is known for its advanced culture, art, and architecture, and the language they spoke has been a subject of much study and speculation among scholars. Unfortunately, much of the written record of the Minoan language has been lost, and the surviving inscriptions are relatively brief and often difficult to interpret. The Minoans used two writing systems, known as Linear A and Linear B, with Linear A being used primarily for religious and administrative purposes. While Linear B has been deciphered and shown to be an early form of the Greek language, Linear A has yet to be deciphered, and the language it represents remains largely unknown. However, some scholars have suggested that the Minoan language may have been related to other ancient languages of the Eastern Mediterranean, such as Etruscan, or the language spoken by the ancient Anatolian Hittites. Overall, the ancient Minoan language remains a subject of ongoing research and debate, and new discoveries or breakthroughs may yet shed more light on this fascinating and enigmatic culture. What happened to the Olmec civilization? The Olmec civilization was one of the earliest complex societies in Mesoamerica, known for their distinctive art and architecture, as well as their highly developed social and political systems. They flourished in what is now southern Mexico from approximately 1400 to 400 BCE, although some Olmec-influenced societies continued in the region for centuries after. The Olmec are best known for their monumental stone heads, which are among the largest stone sculptures in the ancient world. These heads depict individual rulers, likely members of a highly centralized and stratified society. The Olmec also built impressive public architecture, including ceremonial centers and ball courts, and created intricate jewelry, pottery, and figurines. The Olmec had a complex system of government, with a ruling class of priests, nobles, and warriors who controlled the labor of commoners. They likely had a highly developed religious system as well, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses that included the jaguar, the feathered serpent, and the rain god. The decline of the Olmec civilization is still not fully understood, but it may have been caused by a combination of environmental factors, such as drought, soil depletion, and erosion, as well as political instability and internal conflict. The Olmec are widely regarded as a major influence on later Mesoamerican cultures, including the Maya and the Aztecs. The decline of the Olmec civilization is not entirely clear, as there is limited written documentation about their culture. However, several factors have been suggested as contributing to their decline. One theory is that environmental factors, such as volcanic eruptions and earthquakes, may have led to the abandonment of their cities. Another theory is that their decline was due to political fragmentation and internal conflict. Additionally, changes in trade networks and the arrival of new groups in the region may have contributed to their decline. Despite their decline, the Olmec civilization had a significant influence on later Mesoamerican cultures such as the Maya and Aztec. Many aspects of Olmec culture, such as their religious beliefs and art, were adopted by these later civilizations. The Olmec civilization was considered advanced for their time. They were one of the earliest complex societies in Mesoamerica, and their culture and achievements had a significant influence on later civilizations such as the Maya and Aztecs. The Olmec developed a sophisticated system of agriculture, which allowed them to support a large population. They also built impressive stone structures, including temples and ceremonial centers. The most famous of these is La Venta, which was the largest city in the Olmec heartland and served as a major center of commerce, religion, and politics. In addition to their architectural achievements, the Olmec are also known for their artistic and cultural contributions. They were skilled artists and craftsmen who produced intricate carvings and sculptures, including the famous Olmec heads that are scattered throughout the region. They also developed a complex system of writing and calendrics, which had a significant influence on later Mesoamerican cultures. Overall, the Olmec civilization was highly advanced and played a significant role in shaping the cultural and political landscape of Mesoamerica. The mystery of directed energy weapons. For years, people theorized that the military were using directed energy weapons, but were told that this wasn't the case, and that these were just theories based on rumors. However, it turns out that the United States military is in possession of this technology. The US Navy has been testing and developing directed energy weapons for several years. Directed energy weapons are weapons that emit highly focused energy, such as laser or microwave radiation, to disable or destroy targets. The Navy has been working on developing this technology for a variety of applications, including ship defense, missile defense, and ground-based operations. In 2014, the Navy deployed its first shipboard laser weapon, the Laser Weapon System, aboard the USS Ponce in the Persian Gulf. The Navy has also been developing high-powered microwave weapons for use against drones and other unmanned systems. These weapons use electromagnetic energy to disrupt or disable electronics. While the use of directed energy weapons by the Navy is still in the testing and development phase, they are expected to play an increasingly important role in future military operations. As of right now, people are wondering what other technology the military has that are currently under wraps, saying that this technology was most likely about when people were talking about it several decades ago, and it's caused some to wonder what other creations are currently hidden within the military. The United States Navy said the following on their website. Directed energy weapons are defined as electromagnetic systems capable of converting chemical or electrical energy to radiated energy and focusing it on a target, resulting in physical damage that degrades, neutralizes, defeats, or destroys an adversarial capability. Navy-directed energy weapons include systems that use high-energy lasers that emit photons and high-power microwaves that release radio frequency waves. The US Navy uses directed energy weapons for power projection and integrated defense missions. The ability to focus the radiated energy reliably and repeatedly at range, with precision and controllable effects, while producing measured physical damage, is the measure of directed energy weapons system effectiveness. Conversely, capabilities to increase the resilience or survivability of platforms or sailors from directed energy weapon threats are part of the Counter-Directed Energy Weapons program. The Lost Wealth of Ophir. The Lost Wealth of Ophir is a reference to a biblical location which was said to be a source of great wealth, specifically gold, silver, precious stones, and other valuable resources. According to the Bible, Ophir was located somewhere in the ancient Near East, possibly on the Arabian Peninsula, and was visited by the biblical King Solomon and other ancient traders. The location of Ophir has been the subject of much debate and speculation over the years, with various theories suggesting it was located in modern-day Yemen, Ethiopia, or even India. Some historians believe that the biblical accounts of Ophir may have been based on actual ancient trade routes and expeditions, while others argue that the stories of Ophir were purely fictional or symbolic. King Solomon is one of the most famous characters of the Old Testament and was the third king of Israel. He was also one of the wealthiest people to ever exist during that period. He was well known as a savvy and knowledgeable leader that ruled the Middle East for nearly 4 decades. King Solomon collected an immense amount of gold during his reign and was known for having 500 tons of it. He used his gold to create armor, clothing, plates, and a throne from the rare metal. In today's value, it is estimated that King Solomon would have a net worth of 60 trillion based on the immense amount of gold he owned. The gold was held in the cave of Ophir, but as of now, no one knows where that is. Unfortunately, the Bible often discusses the king's wealth, but never provides concrete details on where this cave can be found. Some experts claim that he collected this gold with the help of Phoenician King Hiram, who ruled Tyre, modern-day Lebanon. Therefore, the cave could be located in one of these regions. But these regents and their people were known to travel often, and the hidden cave of Ophir could be somewhere in Africa, Asia, or America. Some archaeologists have claimed to have already found the lost mine of Ophir and argue that the metal which made Solomon his money was copper and not gold, but there is yet to be any conclusive evidence to back up these claims. The existence and location of this cave is still a heavily discussed topic today. Archaeologists are still searching for the hidden cave and all its wealth.